Today we're going to talk about cultures and traditions in different regions. Okay, first some vocabulary. Culture. What is a culture? A culture is the way of life for a group of people, the way you do things on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, that's what a culture is. Traditions are customs that have been passed down from generation to generation. And a region is an area with common features. Okay, why are we talking about this? Because it's important to understand that when you move to different physical regions, the people will do different things in those regions. For example, if you go to a region, a valley region, let's say a valley is a flat area, an indent area, flat area between two mountains, right? If you go to a region that has a lot of valleys and you find that people build houses in between those valleys, people live in houses in between those valleys, and their houses may be spaced out a certain way or built a certain way or something like that, built by a river or whatever, you'll notice that they'll start building traditions, and so their culture will morph around that. They'll build certain houses that withstand that, so they'll just keep building those houses, or they'll eat certain food from that area that wouldn't be there for another area. So whenever you go to them, they might say, this is what our culture does, and these are our traditions, and you see that a lot of it's shaped by them being in that area. And then if you go to another area, let's say like a desert area or whatever, they might build their houses in a different way that keeps out sand or blocks the sun. The other people might build houses that lets sun in because it might be darker where the mountains are at. But you notice that a lot of the things that those people do will be shaped by where they are, what regions they are. And you'll notice that things like food, clothing, the way the stuff they do during the day and during the night, what they no, I already said food. Their traditions, they'll all be shaped. Their housing will be shaped by, not all, but a lot of it will be shaped by the regions that they live in. They will eat different things, and their houses will be built in different ways, and they'll be wearing different clothing. And it'll be big reason, because of where they lived, where they live. Yeah, it's sort of like, if you think about it in your head, it's sort of like if you were to live in Alaska, you'd wear a lot of sweaters and wear a lot of bundled up stuff maybe, because it might be way more cold over there. But if you live in Miami or near a beach, Daytona or whatever, you might be going out in sandals and flip-flops and a tank top, straightening your chest in the sun. But yes, those things will be different, and maybe the food you eat in Florida will be different than the food you eat in Alaska. But those things will be different. Your cultures, your traditions, your things will be different because of the different regions you lived in. So go home and think about that, and try to look up different regions around the world and look up if they have different cultures and traditions. And yeah, stay in school.